Did you have kids before you went into jail?
Yeah. I had before the actual shooting offence. Yeah, I had 2 boys.
And what was that like for you, being away from your kids for so long?
It's horrible. Do you know what I mean? It was horrible because like, I used to see them so much. Well, definitely in the beginning, like so much. Do you know what I mean? I was a part of their lives, and until I got moved far to a far prison, it became difficult. You miss out on a lot of their growing. You know, boys, they need their dad, the father figures around. Do you know what I'm saying? It's important because it affects even later down in life, all now. Do you know what I mean? Bonds that you're still trying to build. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it was hard. It was hard. It was hard because especially the sort of man I am, and this ain't no disrespect to nobody out there, like, but I'm just one of those dads like I need to be around my kids. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care what's going on anywhere else. Like I need my boys, my daughter. I need. Do you know what I'm saying? I need to be daddy. That's what I need to be doing. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And do you think you're like that because, as you touched on earlier, that you didn't have a role, like you said you lost your at a young age. So do you feel like you being like that now for your boys and your daughter, you said there, that you want to be that role model in their life to make sure that they don't, not following your footsteps, but they don't make the mistakes that you made?
Exactly. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because like me growing up, like even though I didn't have my parents at a certain time, there was a whole time when I did. And I remember how my dad was and what my household was like. You get me? So I always wanted to be like that and still fill those shoes. Do you get what I'm trying to say? And yeah, I don't want my kids to kind of have to. Why? Why should they have to go through any nonsense if I can prevent it? That's the way I look at things. Like, no way, I can't keep doing this. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like gotta fix up.
Yeah, and those are like the harsh realities that people don't talk about when they talk about living that life. The fact that you might have to go and do some time and be far away from your kids, and you know you're lucky because we're not lucky, but you know you are lucky in some.
Yeah, I'm lucky, man.
You got a relationship with your kids. Do you get what I'm saying? That was
Definitely.
was it hard to kind of reconnect with them as much as you wanted to at first when you come out?
Yeah, because it's like I felt like I didn't know how. You remember there's 2 of them, so they both are different. They both need like all this is what I didn't realize, yeah. You get caught when you're in prison, you get caught in a cycle like a groundhog day. So it was like I used to speak to my kids every single day. It sounds like every day for 8 years. Look, not every day for 8 years, but do you know what I'm trying to say? So often. So it was like it would be the same conversations. Like it would just go. It would like, hi, dad. You right? You been good at school? Yeah, you right? You had your dinner? Being a good boy? Yeah, love you. And that went on for years and years and years. 8 years later, I'm still talking to them like that. You know, they're growing up now. They're thinking, what's he on about that? Do you know what I mean? But I was stuck in that thing. So it's like I had to come out and realize, like, oh my gosh, this is my son. They're different. He does this by himself. He's like this. I had to learn who they were. Do you get what I'm trying to say? As like learn their characteristics, learn what they liked. It's like they was newborn babies to me. Do you know what I mean?
How old were they when you come out, if you don't mind me asking?
So my youngest son was 8 because he was born like right at the time when I went to prison, and my oldest son was 10.
Okay, so how much of your, because you want them to know you, but
yeah,
at the same time, do you really want them to know everything? Like, how much do you shield them from?
I thought, like, do you know, the kids are very smart. Do you know what I mean? I thought that I was shielding them from things until like you start to realize that they Google their own things. You know what I mean? They got friends, especially if you're putting yourself in the public eye as well. Do you know what I mean? Like it's gonna get around. They're gonna hear their family talk, their mum talk, this one. So it's like I shield them from any activities that I was actively involved in. Like of course, but did they were they naive to think that dad is just some good guy that was, do you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't feel like I protected them that much enough for them to not know that I was somebody that had been to prison and was a part of a certain lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't think it's what you said there, protecting them, because as you said there, the resources that they've got now, iPads, everything.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
You're still doing well. Like, you've come out, you've reformed that, and you're doing well, and you're putting out music and doing stuff. They're gonna, as you said, they're gonna see it. People talk about it. So I don't think, as you said, they're protecting them. But as you said, the kids nowadays, they can just pick up a laptop and find out anything about anyone. So,
do you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know how to shield them from that, maybe.
You can't,
or get there first, or even get there to warn them. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
I think that's what it is. I don't have kids yet, but like, I think it's more of a thing of they're always going to find out anything in this world. But I think it's more of a case of getting them to understand what is that they're seeing, and not come to their own conclusions, and learn to separate what they're seeing from real life and what you're saying. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
We're talking about that as well. We're going to come off all this topic in a sec, but did you notice your relationships with people change over the years? Like, did you come out and have a whole new mentality towards some of your relationships? And over the years, did some of them suffer?
Yeah. And do you know what? Yeah. I was thinking about it today. Like, I would say that maybe that's the worst part that maybe affected me the most, even when I look now, the long term. And this is the thing. You know, when people, like, some people can't see it, like, why? What really damage has it done? Like, I would say that relationships, friendships, even family ones, do you know what I'm saying? Like, have suffered, like, differently. Do you know what I mean? Like, I had bonds with certain people that I ain't got bonds with no more. People that probably can't stand me, people I can't stand. Do you know what I mean? Not like it's beef or anything. Yeah. It's just like everyone just grows apart. Do you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, sometimes you don't get a chance to just ever recreate those bonds again. Do you know what I mean? Like, you just don't get a chance. I don't think I've had the chance. I've kept myself away from, do you know what I mean? Certain areas and certain family and that. Like, sometimes you get bitter, you get angry, you feel like, where was this person? Do you know what I'm saying? Where was you? When, like, it gets, and it's mad because sometimes it's got to communicate, man. It's hard to communicate from prison. Do you know what I mean?
When you came out, did you try to rebuild some of those friendships, or did you just kind of let it go?
No, I tried, and this is where I kind of like I did try. I tried to, like, put certain things aside and be like, you know what, man? Who am I? You get what I'm saying? Like, who am I to, like, feel special? Like I can't rebuild things with people and kind of like start again with people that deserve it. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, or do you know what I'm saying? So I did try to be a different person. Do you know what I'm saying? I really did. And yeah, man, it just, I'm not gonna lie, man, I just kind of like couldn't fix things with a lot of people, man. That's how I see things.
Well, you say there you tried to be a different person. You've changed. I know you growing up, I've seen you from when you were on the road Stana to what you are now. You've changed.
Yeah, of course.
Big thing, not many people might know about this. I've seen the documentary you've done. You actually tried to reach out to the police officer that you did shoot.
Yeah.
And you tried to get in contact with him.
Yeah.
On your documentary, I know he refused it, but have you been trying to do that again, or have you just had to leave it now?
No, so that thing there, yeah, when that happened, yeah, like, I was in two minds, obviously, like, because, do you know what I mean? There was a side of me that was like, no, I'm not doing that. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm not doing that. Like, not to say that I wasn't sorry in my heart, but I was just like, I'm not doing that to prove it. And my cousin, she was like filming the documentary. It was her that produced it, and she had this team of guys, and they was gonna like film it and that. like proper cool people. So I didn't want to let them down at the same time. And at the same time, like I wanted to be brave. I wanted to show my kids, like, look, I wanted them, that was something I wanted to have them to look, to be like, look, get me? Well, yeah, he's sorry and he ain't shy to say it. Do you know what I mean? So it was mixed feelings, because the sort of music that I was making, that I wanted to make, like I felt like I'll be contradicting myself on do you know what I mean? I wasn't ready. If I'm being honest with you, I don't regret it, but I just don't think at the time I'd done it, I was actually ready to like fully do it, because it affected other things that I might have been doing. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
And he said that in his reasoning, didn't he? That's why he didn't want to sit down with you. Your music you were making. So
exactly.
So I think it's a balance of you've changed, but you can't change your life. Like you're still trying to do your music, but he wants you to change your music. You're not in a lose-lose situation. So I think what you done, trying to reach out to him, was big, because as you said, you didn't have to do that, and a lot of people wouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show your character that you've changed, and
that's what I've always been. Do you know what I mean? I've always been that sort of person like I'm not someone I felt like I've been out here on these streets where I've built up this stone cold heart where I don't care about the what I'm causing. Do you know what I mean? I've always been a person that actually like reflect and be like, look what you're doing. Like, how can you fix it? Not to say that fixes it. Not to say that that's right. You can do bad and then just say sorry. Like, that's not what I'm saying. But like, I've always been a person that would always try. Do you know what I'm saying? And that was important to me. And I feel like that did show people that did see it, that maybe that's another side to me. Do you know what I'm saying?